Okay, number 9. It says the circle with equation x minus 4 all power 2 plus y plus 7 all power 2 equal 50 meets the straight line with equation x minus y minus 5 equals 0 at points A and B. Yani we have a circle. Yani it's like this. We have a circle. And we have a line. And this line intersects the circle at 2 points. This point and at that one. These points are A and B.
Okay.
Question says find the coordinates of A and B. So how to do this one? We substitute the line into the circle, into the equation of the circle. But before this, make y subject first. Yani come here to this equation, take this equation x minus y minus 5, come to this equation and make y subject. So if you make y subject here in this equation, and we have x minus y minus 5 equals 0, make y subject, so y will be x minus 5. This is 1, and this equation number 2, the circle. So substituting 1, 2, you go to the equation of the circle, write it, x minus 4, keep it, and replace what, Adam? Replace what?
X and Y.
Replace y, not x. Replace y. This y. With x minus 5 plus 7. All squared equal 50. And then expand, simplify, expand, and find the x values. So one more time, it's x minus 4 power 2 plus x plus 2 power 2 equal 50. Minus 5 plus 7 is 2. And then expand, you get x squared minus 8x plus 16. The second bracket, you get x squared plus 4x plus 4 equal 50. Add the like terms. Add the like terms. You have x squared and x squared. That's 2x squared. You have negative x for positive 4x. That's negative 4x. 16 and 4 is 20. And there's 50 on the other side. Move it to the left-hand side. So you have 2x squared minus 4x. Negative 30 equals 0. Simplify by dividing by 2. So x squared negative 2x. I divide everything by 2. Okay, it's this way. بعدين factorize 3, 5, negative, positive. So x will be negative 3 and x will equal 5. And then you go back and substitute and get y. And we have x values. You go back, substitute in 1. So negative 3, negative 5, that's negative 8. And then substitute 5, you get 0. So the points are negative 3, negative 8. And the other point, 5 and 0. You understand, yeah, Adam? Well, there is a problem here.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir, I understand. So can you scroll down a bit?
There's nothing down.
No, the rest of the solution.
No. This is what I did here. What you can see on the screen. This is what I did.
Okay.
Part 2 in the question, this was part 1. Part 2, it says, part B, and it says find the equation of the perpendicular bisector to the line AB. So, now look here. We have a line AB, a line joining A and B. This line. We want the perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector would be something like this. It's a perpendicular line and it passes through the midpoint, اللي هي دي. This is the midpoint. This is the mid. This one. Now we want the equation of this line. So y equal mx plus c.
See.
I need the equation of the perpendicular bisector. This equation. So you need the gradient and you need c. C would be the y-intercept. We need the gradient and we need a point also on the line. Do we have any point on this line on the perpendicular bisector?
No, sir.
We don't have any point on the line. Then we have to find a point.
But actually we do.
We need to find a point.
Let me look. Oh yeah.
How to find this point here? This point here. This is a midpoint. That's a midpoint. So this is how you do it.
y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Tab x1 plus x2 over 2 and then y1 plus y2 over 2.
This midpoint, we're going to call it M, capital M. So to find this midpoint, you do x1 plus x2, y2
over 2.
y1 plus y2
y1
over
plus y2 over 2.
So it's negative 3 plus 5 over 2 and negative 8 plus 0 over 2. This would be 1 and negative 4. So that's the midpoint. Next, you find what? You find the gradient of AB. y2 minus y1 for x2 minus x1. I'm finding which gradient?
Sorry?
I'm finding the gradient of line AB. AB. Find the gradient of AB first. That would be 5, 0, 0. Here, the 2 points here. 0 minus 8, 0 plus 8 over 5 minus 3, that's plus 3. So it's 8 over 8, that's 1. Which means gradient M of perpendicular bisector is what? You flip, لأن احنا we want the M of the perpendicular bisector, of the red line هنا. لكن I just found the gradient of AB. So simply you flip it and you change the sign. لأن they are perpendicular lines. So flip 1, it's 1, change the sign, it's minus 1. Which means y will equal minus x plus c. Use the point. So it's minus 4 equal minus 1 plus c. That's negative 3. So c will be negative 3, which means the equation will be negative x, negative 3. That's the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Are you following, Adam?
Yes, sir.
That's part B. Part C, they say, show that the perpendicular bisector of AB passes through the center of the circle. What's the center of the circle? 4 and minus 7 here from the equation. It's 4 and minus 7. The center of the circle is 4 and minus 7. How would we show that this line passing through this point? Substitute in the equation and use this center in the equation. So it's minus 7 equal minus 4 minus 3. You see that minus 7 equal minus 7, which is true. Yani if you use the point x and y, this one here, this equation, and you get left hand side equal right hand side, yani same number, negative 7 and negative 7, يبقى therefore perpendicular bisector passing through what? Is passing through
line AB.
No, Baban, to the center, line AB is to the center, 4 and negative 7. Finally, they say find the area of OAB. The center is here, that's O, and they want the area of this triangle. To find the area of this triangle, you need the distance OM, that would be the height OM, and you need the base B. You need OM, the base AB. So pay attention. This part is what? D. That's part D. Now this was part C. Now part D. The area of triangle OEB. We need OM, distance OM, and we need distance AB, base. Go back and check the triangle. This is the triangle we want. This is the triangle we want. So we want the height, particular height, this one, and we want the base, this one, AB. Clear?
Clear.
OM, how to find the distance?
Distance.
Yeah. How to find the distance? M,
we use the formula for
midpoint
speed,
is 1 minus 4. You use the formula for what?
Oh, no, never mind. I was gonna say we use the formula for speed the distance over time. بس غلط.
طيب ايه يا ابني انت بتقول اي كلام وخلاص.
لا 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 هو غلط غلط غلط. It's okay.
هنا M was 1 and minus 4. So how to find the distance OM? انت عندك point O. احنا قلنا the coordinates of O 4 and minus 7. That's 4 and minus 7. And we have M 1 and minus 4. How to find distance OM? Using the distance formula. مش اختراع هي. Remember the distance formula. احفظها. Distance formula اللي هي big square root y2 minus x2 قصدي x2.
Okay, sir.
So I was saying find distance OM. How would you find distance OM? Use this formula x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1. يبقى لازم نحفظها. لازم تحفظ الفرق. يبقى whenever I ask for distance, use this formula. Okay, this is x1 y1 x2 y2. يبقى إذا 1 minus 4 whole power 2 plus negative 4 negative negative يعني plus 7. This will be 9. d3 power 2 برضه 9 يعني it will be root 18. Okay. بعدين we find distance AB and we have the points AB اللي هما negative 3 negative 8 و 5 و 0. Negative 3 negative 8 5 and 0. So again use the same formula plus 5 minus minus 5 minus negative 3 and plus 3 squared and it will be root 64 plus 64 يعني root 128. Okay. طيب الاريا بقى the root for the area of base height يعني half times the base times the height which is root 18. Can you put this on the calculator and tell me what's the answer?
Yeah.
Hi Adam, what's the answer?
Sir, it gave me an error. Just give me 1 second. Sir, it's giving me errors.
Okay. So the answer is 24. Okay. So for number 10, they say the line with equation y equal kx intersects the circle x squared minus 10x plus y squared and so on at two distinct points. And I asked you, what do you conclude? You said the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, is greater than 0, right? How to get the discriminant? First, we need to substitute. Take this and substitute here. Y equal kx. So you go to this y and you replace it with kx. And there is power 2, so you make it power 2. Same for this y here, you replace it with kx. Are you following?
Yeah.
Yeah. As if you are trying to find the points. And the same way we did in the previous question. This is what I did here. I substituted kx for y. Okay, I substituted kx for y. وبعدين
After you substitute kx for y?
Yes, after you substitute kx for y, add the
Back
terms
to
in x squared. You see, this is x squared and this is kx squared. Take them together here. And add the terms in x, 10x and 12kx. Take them together. Take x as a common. Take it out as a common. Take x squared out as a common. Why do I need to do this? لأن you need to find A, B, and C. A is the coefficient of x squared. If you have x squared هنا يا Adam, if you have x squared, then A will be what? A will be this. If you have x here, then B will be negative, this, negative, bracket, this, negative bracket 10 plus 12k. That's B. And C, this is C, the constant. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
And here the rule for the discriminant. Delta, it's the discriminant, يعني b square minus 4ac. Greater than 0 when you have two solutions, two intersection points. Less than 0 when there is no intersection point. Equals 0 when there is one real solution, or one intersection point. So after this, you substitute هنا في discriminant. You have A, you have B, you have C. يعني you have A equal 1 plus k squared, as I said. You have B equal minus bracket 10 plus 12k. And you have C equal 57. You substitute in b squared minus 4ac and you put it greater than 0. And you simplify. You add the k squared terms together. And there is also k here. And there's like two constant numbers. You add them برضو. This way. You see this? If you divide this by -4, طبعا go back to the question. They are asking for what in the question? They are saying show that 21k squared minus 60k greater than plus 32 less than 0. Now we want 21k squared. Like if you look here, we have negative 84. So what to do? Divide by -4. Divide by -4. Now, for any inequality, Adam, keep this in mind. When you divide all the terms by -4, and also you switch the inequality sign. You see this? It was greater than. When you divide by negative number, you switch. And this is what you need. This is what you need. This is what's required. This one. Are you following? Well, it's difficult.
Following, sir.
For part B, it says determine the range of possible values of k. So you need to solve this. Now we need to solve this. This is a quadratic inequality. We took this in Paper 1, how to solve quadratic inequality. Because there is less than, you have a less than here, this is inequality. There are 4 steps to solve quadratic inequality. Step number 1, find the roots. Step number 2, sketch. Step number 3, solve from the sketch. طبعا step number 1, it should be actually factor first. Step number 2, you find the roots. Step number 3, you sketch. And step number 4, you solve it from the sketch. 4 steps. So this one cannot be factored. This one cannot be factored. So you do what? You put it on the calculator, or you use the quadratic formula. I'll put it on the calculator. You know how to solve this on the calculator? Adam?
Sir, A, B, and C, yeah?
Yes. Put it on the
كنا
calculator.
بندوس مود
Yes.
بعدين
Yes.
equation
Yes.
and then ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0.
That's correct.
Okay, for A is 21, B is negative 60, and C is 32.
Okay.
So x1 is equal to 2.1146 or just 2.15.
Here. Okay.
Okay, and then x2 is equal to 0.71.
After you find the two values, the roots, sketch. So you draw a parabola, roughly like this. You should do it this way. Draw a parabola this way. And I have 0.71, and this point here is 2.15. And then you say this is plus, minus, plus. And you go back and you check the inequality. Is it less than or greater than inequality here? Less than or greater than?
It's greater than. Actually, no, it's less than.
Less than 0. يعني 21k squared minus 60k plus 32 less than 0.
Oh no, it's more than.
يا ابني it's less than. هنا less than. فين more than دي؟
فين?
This
Oh
one.
yeah. No, the equation says it's less than 0. Sorry.
So 21k squared minus 60k, this is how you read it. 21k squared minus 60k plus 32 is less than 0. معناها you choose the negative region. You shade the negative region. معناها ان الانسر فين؟ معناها all the values from 0.71 لحد 2.15. So this way you write this. You say k is greater than 0.71 and less than 0.15. You get this?
Yes, sir.
That's it. خلاص طبعا you need to do this question one more. Okay, Adam, this question it says a line with equation y equal to x plus 5 meets the circle with equation this at exactly 1 point. So we have the circle and this line meets the equation at exactly 1 point. Like here, okay? They say find two possible values for k. احنا هنا in the equation of the circle k is unknown. طيب how to find k? You need first to substitute the line in the equation. Y equal to x plus 5, you substitute y equal to x plus 5 in the equation, in the circle, yeah. So you have the circle, x squared plus kx plus y squared equal 4. So you keep x, keep it, and for y, replace it with what?
For y?
Yeah, replace y with
2x plus 5.
Yes, and don't forget there is power 2. And then expand. If you expand, you will get what? Tell me.
If I expand, 1 second. It's 4x plus
4x squared.
Yeah, sorry, 4x squared plus. Wait, let me do it quickly.
Say it again. It will be 20.
4x squared plus 20x plus 25.
Okay, and move the 4 to the other side, so it will be minus 4 equals 0. Then add the terms in x squared. You have 5x squared. And add the terms in x. So you have plus kx plus 20x. Take x as a common. So you have k plus 20. Take x common. And then we have 25 minus 4. That's negative 21 equals 0. After this here, Adam, they say they meet at exactly 1 point. It means discriminant is what? B squared minus 4ac is what?
Sorry?
I'm saying if they meet at exactly 1 point, the discriminant will be what?
At 1 point, it will be equal to 0.
Yes. Equal to 0. So let's substitute. B, that would be k plus 20. This is B. A is 5. C is negative 21. Equals 0. Expand this, you get k squared plus 40k is 400 plus 4 times 5 times 21.
20.
What's 4 times 5 times
Times
21? 20 times 21. That's 420.
420.
Yes. Okay, type 400 and 420. B. 820. Right?
Yeah.
Correct? Type. Put this on the calculator and tell me k will be what? K will be what and k will be what?
Minus 40 plus square root 1680 over 2. Negative 20 plus 2 square root 105.
Negative 20 plus?
2.
Yeah.
Square root 105.
I think that's correct. طبعا plus or minus? Plus or minus?
Plus or minus.
That's correct. So that's it. خلاص. You were asking for the values of k. These are the values of k. خلاص. Just use the calculator and you get the answer. Easy?
Yeah.
Type. Now pay attention, please. Use tangent and chord properties. Now, you should know that, yeah, Adam, this is very important. If you have tangent and a radius and they meet at 1 point, the tangent to the circle meets the radius at 1 point, then the radius and the tangent perpendicular. It's always like this. The radius is always perpendicular to the tangent. Yani this angle is always 90 degrees. Okay? You understand this? Type. In the circle, look down here. We have something called chord. This is a chord. It's called chord. If we draw a perpendicular bisector to the chord اللي هو this line, draw this line perpendicular, and it bisects the chord, يعني it divides the chord into two equal halves. Okay, then this perpendicular bisector must pass through the center. You see here this point, perpendicular bisector must pass through the center of the circle. Type, if we have another chord here, this is another chord, and we draw a perpendicular bisector part, this one, it will also pass through the center. So perpendicular bisectors always pass through or go through what? The center of the circle. That's an important property. Are you following?
Yeah.
So radius is always perpendicular to the tangent. Perpendicular bisectors of chords go through center of the circle. Now let me explain this one. Pay attention here. You can see here you have equation of the circle, x minus 2 all power 2 plus y minus 6 all power 2 equal 100. This means what? This means the center is 2 and 6. You can conclude that the center is what? 2 and 6, right?
Mm.
And radius is what?
Radius?
Yeah. Root of this, root 100.
Awesome. 10.
Type. They say verify that the point P 10 and 0 lies on this on the circle. So I sketch it this way, and this is the point اللي هي P. This is point P 10 and 0. They say verify that this point lie on the circle. خلاص؟ طيب, how would we verify the point lie on the circle? We substitute, لازم we substitute the point فين? In the equation. So we have x minus 2 all power 2 plus y minus 6 all power 2. Use the point, substitute the point. So replace x with 10 and y with 0. And check, is left hand side equal right hand side? Yani in the left we will have 100. Check 8 minus 2, that's 10 minus 2, that's 8 squared.
8 squared.
And this one will be negative 6 squared. Is this 100? Try it on the calculator كده and tell me.
8 square plus open bracket minus 6 square. Yeah.
So 100 equal 100. Since it's correct, true يعني, therefore what? P lies on C. Okay, that's part A. Easy.
Mm.
Part B, they say find an equation of the tangent. If I draw a tangent here at point P, we want the equation of this tangent, and they want it in this form: ax plus by plus c. Type, we always find it first in this form: y equal mx plus c. We need the gradient, and we need a point. We already have a point, 10 and 0. It's a point on the line, we can use it. But we need the gradient. How can we get the gradient of the line of the tangent يعني? Actually, this is difficult. So it's a better thing to do is to find the gradient of the radius. O P. This is O. OP. Find the gradient of the radius. OP. It will be M. And then you know that the tangent is perpendicular to the radius, so you can flip the gradient and change the sign. Yani first, get M of radius. M of radius means the gradient of radius OP. How would you find the gradient here?
y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Yes. What's y2 and what's y1? You can call this x1, y1, and you can call this x2, y2. This is OP, the radius. So 0 minus 6, 0 negative 6, divide 10 minus 2. That's negative 6 over 8. Yani, simplify, negative 3 over 4. يبقى therefore, M will be, flip and change the sign. It will be 4 over 3. This is negative 3 over 4. Flip it and change the sign. And after this, write the equation. It will be y equal 4 over 3 x plus c. How to get c? How to get c? Use the point.
Plus x.
Use the point. Which point? Which point? Use the point on the line. What? Which one? Which point is on the line?
Which point is on the line?
Yes.
2 and 6.
Yeah, even the tangent line. The tangent line. The tangent. Now we are looking for the equation of the tangent. This is tangent. It's the red line هنا. Tangent اللي هو red line. It's 10 and 0. This point P. So 0.
Yeah, 10 and 0.
So C will be negative 40 over 3, which means Y will equal 4 over 3 x minus 40 over 3. Now we don't want it in this form. We want it in this form. AX plus BY plus C. This form. So what to do? Multiply the whole thing by 3 and move Y here. Multiply everything by 3. So it will be 4x minus 3y minus 40 equals 0. That's it. You get it, yeah, Adam?
Yes, sir.
Can you do the next one, example 11? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, in this question they say a circle has equation x minus 5 squared plus y plus 3 all power 2 equal 10. They say the line L is a tangent to the circle and has gradient negative 3. So now we have circle, okay, and we have a line tangent to the circle, and the gradient of this line is negative 3. And it's tangent to the circle at this point. They say find two possible equations for this line. Two possible equations. How to find the equation of the line? The equation of the line is y equal mx plus c. M is given already, which is negative 3. So we need c. To get c, you need a point on the line. Point on the line. How to find the point on the line? Now, let's say this point is x and y. And there is the center هنا which is 5 and -3 صح؟
Mm.
If we draw radius like this, it will be perpendicular. This is radius r, okay? And the gradient of the radius will be what? Can you tell me what's the gradient of the radius?
-3.
Gradient of the line of the tangent is -3, but the gradient of the radius is what? So you flip this and it will be 1/3. It's 1/3. Okay?
Okay.
So get the equation of this line. Which line? اللي هو get I'm sorry that you have the gradient of this one اللي هو line R اللي هو R radius. Okay. Just a second يا Adam please. So 1 second. فإحنا هنا as I told you احنا we need which point? They say find two possible equations for the line L. It means I need this point. You see here? This point. Line L could be here وكمان could be where يا Adam? I should understand this. It could be here also. Tangent on the other side. يعني it could be tangent where on the other side like this. تمام. Let me draw tangent. It could be also here. فإحنا we are looking for what? If we can get the equation of this line intersects the circuit فين؟ في 2 points. هما 2 points اللي احنا عايزينهم. ده وده 2 points دول. يبقى first we need the equation of this line. Let's say line L. This is like the diameter. خلاص؟ عايز equation بتاع line L ده. احنا we know M هنا for line L اللي هو الدايمتر أو radius. M is what؟ احنا قلنا 1/3. طيب y equal mx plus c يعني y equal 1/3 x plus c. جيب c ازاي؟ use a point on the line. any point عندك center موجود point دي 5 -3 use it. so -3 1/3 x is 5 plus c. Continue. So here we have -3 equal 5/3 plus c. يعني c will be -3 -5/3. This will be what? Can you put it on the calculator and tell me? Hi, Adam. Adam? Okay. So we will call this line AB. تمام? I need to find the equation of this line and I will use it with the circle to find the intersection point. And I will solve the equation of this line and the equation of the circle simultaneously, get the 2 points A and B. For this line, we know the gradient will be flip this because they are perpendicular, the tangent and AB. Flip it and change the sign. So it will be 1/3. So I wrote it y equal mx plus c. So y equal 1/3 x plus c. C will be -14/3, which means the equation of the line is y equal 1/3 x minus 14/3. تمام؟ طيب I have this line. Let's give it number 1. And I have number 2, the equation. So substituting 1 in 2, the equation of the circle. If you use the line, yeah, Adam, with the circle, you get the intersection points. Okay, just let me insert a page here so that we can continue solving. تمام؟ يلا substitute the line in the equation of the circle. So we have x minus 5, keep it, plus y, we're gonna remove y, and we'll substitute 3rd x minus 14/3 square 10. طبعا a fraction is a bad thing actually to calculate. يعني to expand. So this one, if you expand this one, you get x squared minus 10x plus 25. And for the bracket, for the other bracket, you get 1 over 9 x squared. You get negative 14 over 3 squared. And you get 2 times 1/3 x times negative 14 over 3. Are you following, Adam? Adam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what's 14 over 3 power 2? 14 over
Negative 14 or just 14?
It makes no difference because the power 2 will cancel the negative.
(196 over 9 or 21.78.
So it's 196 over 9. Okay, very good. Move it 10 to the other side. Okay. For 0 طبعا it looks يعني difficult because of the fractions. So هنا let's continue. هنا we have x squared and we have 1 over 9 x squared. That will be 10 over 9 x squared. Use the calculator to add the fractions. But then we have negative 10 and negative 28 over 9. Can you work out negative 10 and negative 28 over 9 our calculator?
Negative 10 over what?
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. In أصلا you can get rid of all the fractions in an easy way. You can multiply the whole thing by 9. It will be 9x squared, all the terms, minus 90x plus 225 plus x squared minus 28x plus 196 minus 90. This is easier to solve. So you add the two here now, and now there are no more fractions. This is a smart way to do it. So this is 10x squared. Take the terms in x. That would be negative 118x. Take the constant, this, and this. Can you put in the calculator 225 plus 196 minus 90? Can you do that?
225 what?
Hena, when I substituted y hena, there is plus 3. I didn't put plus 3. And hena, this should be plus 3, this way. You understand? This is plus 3. So I missed plus 3. I put on the calculator negative 14 over 3 plus 3. What's the answer?
Negative 14 over 3 plus 3 is negative 5 over 3.
Hello. Okay. So this is x. Okay, we can do this. So we have x minus 5 squared plus 1/3 x negative 5 over 3, right? Squared equal 10. Very good. So this is the one we solve. Yeah, continue. Again, we will work out this. So we have x squared, as I did before, 10x plus 25 plus 1 over 9x squared minus 210, that would be 10 over 9x plus 25 over 9 equal 10. Again, multiply the whole thing by 9. As we did before, this will be 9x squared minus 90x plus 225 plus x squared minus 10x plus 25 equal 90. Move the 90 here, now it will be negative 90. So 9x and x, that's 10x squared. 90x and 10x, that's negative 100x. Put this on the calculator, yeah. Put it 3 دول. 225,
so minus
25 and negative 90. Yeah, put them on the calculator.
wait, so 25 negative 9.
So it's 160 plus 160. ممتاز. Divide the whole thing by 10 just to simplify. It would be x squared minus 10x plus 16 equals 0. Now you can factor. There's no problem here. You get x, negative 2, negative 8. So now you have two values for x, x2 or x equal 8. And quickly you go and get y values. Need the y coordinates also. Substitute 2 and 8. Where? So substitute هنا 2. Put 2. Put 2 first and tell me what y will be. Put here in this equation 2. X equal 2. Correct. So y will be negative 4. Y will equal negative 2. So the 2 points here, Adam, 2 minus 4 and 8 minus 2. What's after this? We get the equation. Which equation? The equation of L. L. This is L. L. We have two L's. اللي هي احنا قلنا الايكويشن بتاعته y equal negative 3x plus c. y equal negative 3x plus c. طبعا it's a very long answer بس احنا هنعمل ايه؟ 3x plus c. So هنا for at احنا هنا we have 2 points. At 2 negative 4 and at 8 and negative 2. Are you following, Adam?
Yes, sir.
So substitute هنا, you get negative 4 equal negative 3, 2, c. يعني c will be 2. يعني the equation will be y equal negative 3x plus 2. ادي أول equation. Second equation will be substitute. c will be 22. يعني y will equal negative 3x plus 22. You get this, Adam?
Yes, sir.
That's it for today. I'm gonna send you برضه يعني few questions